Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the first 1.18 Snapshot video. Now, there's lots of snapshot videos out there, so what I'm going to do in this video is just kind of give you a real quick history lesson and tell you how we got here. And then in the future snapshot videos, I'll review what changed and my opinions on those things. But first, let's talk about this update. So way back in October 2020, during Minecraft Live, they announced the Caves and Cliffs update. And it sounded like the coolest update, the most ambitious update that Minecraft has ever done. They were going to add a higher world height, deeper caves, archaeology, the deep dark, the warden, goats, so many cool things. And if you revisit some of my 1.17 snapshot videos, you can tell I was really excited about it. But things did not go to plan. So after many snapshots, they announced in April 2021 that they were going to break the update into two. So 1.17 would include the mobs and the blocks and that sort of thing, but the world height adjustments and the new mountains and the deeper caves, those were going to have to wait until holiday. So what went wrong? Well, it's hard to say exactly. They don't come out with the exact, development process, and a lot of that is behind closed doors. But if I had to speculate, they made some under-the-hood adjustments that were pretty significant. They changed the version of OpenGL that they were using, and they also changed the version of Java that they were running on. These technical adjustments, I'm sure, were setting them up for success, so that when they did add in the mountains and the deeper caves, the game would be able to handle it. So June of 2021, 1.17 came out, and we've been having a lot of fun with all of the copper blocks and the goats and all that fun stuff. Now, in the meantime, they've been doing what they called experimental snapshots, and these were just sort of weird tweaks that they were trying out to see what would happen. Not an official development process, and it didn't even follow the official bug tracking. It was just trying some stuff out, something I'd never seen them do before, but pretty interesting. Those experimental snapshots did yield some cool results. Rivers are much better than they've ever been. They're deeper, they don't get cut off and dry up. Beaches are much beachier, they're wider and sandier, and they look like real beaches. And there's been some really cool developments that they uncovered. In my opinion, the most significant change they made during the experimental snapshots was mobs no longer spawn if there is any light. Used to be that we had to figure out, was their light level 7 or lower and mob-proof everything. But now they have it so that if there is any light at all, mobs won't spawn. So for example, this little crystal here does put off a little bit of light, and so you're not going to get mobs spawning inside of amethyst geodes. So one thing that's really cool in these really big caves is if you have any light, like even lava or the glow lichen, there's no mobs around here. It's too bright for mobs to spawn. But once you get a little bit deeper into the cave and away from light sources, then you start running into the mobs again. So you'll be going along and all of a sudden you'll run into these patches where you'll see skeletons and creepers and things like that. So it's going to be a really different experience. So technically speaking, since the world is going to be so much larger in 1.18, limiting the number of mobs that need to be rendered is really smart. And I think also as a builder, this is going to be amazing for lighting up builds. I can use glow lichen to mob proof, or if I build a path, I don't have to have a lamppost every 6 blocks. I can space them out in a more realistic way. So I'm very excited about this update. Once you get below Y0, deep slate is going to be the default block. And some of these caves are just so enormous, so cool looking. It's going to be so amazing to explore these areas. Caves are going to have local water levels, so you might find these big pools, but then find other areas where there is no water, and that's going to be really exciting to explore. The dripstone caves are going to add a completely new feel to the Minecraft world. This sort of thing is so dramatic where the dripstone cave is submerged. And then if we come up out of the water and then go deeper into the dripstone caves, deeper yet, exploring this sort of thing in survival is just going to be ridiculous. It's going to be so incredible. And finally being able to visit the lush caves and find all of these objects in their natural environment They're so bright and going to be basically mob-free, I imagine, because of how bright they are. Just incredible. And that's the state of things. I suspect over the next few weeks, we'll start seeing regular snapshots where they'll make adjustments and they'll add things back in like the Warden and the Deep Dark. October 16th is Minecraft Live. We'll probably get more information then, and we'll get a peek at 1.19 and see what that update is all about. I'm really curious what they learned over this, development process and how they'll apply that to future updates. Holiday is just around the corner, just a couple months away, so hopefully we'll get a date for 1.18 in the next several weeks. And even though it's taken a long time, I think it's going to be really awesome and ultimately very worth it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.